All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back up in here tonight. Yeah, I'm back up in here. Last night is a little rough on old Dove. I wasn't able to make it in there. I was gonna be either real late or not make it at all. I chose option B. I couldn't make it at all. But tonight I'm a little bit early, so I'm just gonna go ahead on and get everything cranked up. I know I'm supposed to start around 10:30, but hey, better late than never, better early than better. The earlier the better. So here it is. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get to the story what we got going on here. A few days ago, I made a video about the um, the basic warnings and the trials and tribulations that some travelers are facing right now going to Colombia. And this was pretty much just research I had done, here, there, a little bit of everywhere, and it wasn't nothing per se that I actually had went through myself. But me just being me, I did a little bit more digging, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to find somebody that's actually went through this that could possibly share their story, an actual traveler that we all may or may not know, but probably could relate with. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably have an idea who I'm about to bring on. But then again, maybe not. This might be a surprise guest to you. Who knows? But once you hear his voice, you know exactly who the fuck this is. But I said to say this, there's a lot of naysayers. They came on. It was like I got some emails telling me, OW, how could you come to this conclusion and you never actually flew into Fort Lauderdale since COVID? And you never actually uh, flew into Medellin yet. Where are you getting all this information from? It seems like you're doing a lot of speculation, like it may not be as hard as I'm putting it on to be. So I was like, all right, no problem. So what I did was I was like, yeah, I know somebody that's going around that way. So I actually got this brother. He actually took some photos of actually what was going on in Fort Lauderdale while he was there. He actually has videos of some of the things that were happening to some of the travelers who weren't able to make it. And this just wasn't one or two people who this happened to. This is just by his account in a short period of time he was there, it was well over 10 or 15 people. So you got to take that into consideration over a 24-hour period, just how many people are getting turned around in Colombia. And it isn't that the information isn't out there per se, but I think people just think they're going to be some lax type of security process they're going to go through and they're just going to waltz off into the fucking country or whatever because we're Americans and, we're special, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. I'm not trying to make it something to it's not, but tonight we have actual footage from Fort Lauderdale. We have a person that we know that went to Fort Lauderdale and he's gonna show his pain. Now I know a lot of brothers in here, they're Colombia fanatics. Some guys they're DR fans, some guys are Brazilian fans or whatnot. But I know a lot of guys are wondering, like, man, what's gonna happen when I go through there? Because there's so much mixed information. 96 hours due to departure, 96 hours before you get there. So this is pretty much gonna clear it all up, and you can actually see what happened. I mean, when I saw it and I saw the lines myself, I was like flabbergasted. I'm like, damn, this shit is really going down. They really sending motherfuckers packing, and they don't give two fucks about it. And it's to the point to whereas you won't even see the country. I was thinking about when you got to DR. Yep, there I go, going too many places. When you got to Colombia, you would get turned around. But they putting foot to ass before you even get there. I'm like, oh my goodness. So the question that remains there that's out there right now is it really worth it? Guys are asking themselves, my guy, is it worth me to go through all the trouble, the flights, the testing, the online app, the layovers? Is it really worth it? Well, that's a question that's only beholden to you. Is it worth it to you? What are you going there for? And I don't really, that's between you and yourself. When you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, that's a question you have to ask yourself. And if the good outweighs the bad, take your ass down there, go buy that ticket, get on the motherfucking flight. I'm just saying, that's just me. Oh, let me go in the chat second right quick. And I want to give a shout out to all the fellas who came and stopped through Jay Cobb, good to see you. Roll a motherfucker. What's happening with your Playboy? I'm glad you stopped by, brother. I'm glad to see you. Very, very glad to see you, my man. We about to get these Columbia heads a little something to think about, you know. Roll Tide. What's happening with your boy? Rolling Tide, bro. Glad to see you here. Jackson Jeter. Kaboom. Yeah, I knew you was gonna step in the room. To Cal. Yeah, I already know. J Mo. What it up? What up though? Yeah, to see you over here, J Mo. My brother Jay Lerver. Yeah, I gotta give love to Jay Lerver, you know. That's my partner, you know. I mean, chop it up, you know, behind the scenes, on the scene, you know, man. We make a scene, all that good shit. Glad to see you here, Jay Lerver. Moving right on ahead. So once I actually saw this video when the brother sent it to me, I was like, man, I'm so glad that you told me this, you know, because me myself personally, you know, I went to Colombia, ended up getting stuck there, you know, not stuck there in the literal term, but end up getting stuck there because it's somewhere that I actually aspire to go to on a regular basis, which I have been, and maybe in the near future somewhere I'm working on trying to live at, maybe 80% of the year. Who knows? So what we're gonna go through now, I'm gonna bring the brother on, and I'm gonna have him explain what he went through from start to finish. And I add that the brother has been in the country for a day or two now, and I think he may want to explain or share some of his experiences he's been having. Of course, you all know if you're a Colombia person, if you've been there once or twice, Colombia is the land of plenty. All right, it's like if you've been a dry dick Danny all your life, you go to Colombia, I think you're gonna have a new string of luck. You know, if you don't, it's just because you don't want to. You know, it's like you can't be possibly pigeonholed in Colombia. You know, that's just my personal opinion. I love the place. I will be there very, very soon. I don't know the exact date, but I'm gonna pop up in that motherfucker, and y'all gonna see me. Hopefully, I can see some of y'all there. I'm gonna be there for a good little while. I'm not gonna be there 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna be there a good little while this time because I haven't been there in over a fucking year. The last time I was in Colombia I was in Cartagena, and that was back in March. It is going to be October now. I am long overdue. I'm about to go there and make it do what the fuck it do. Believe me when I tell you this. But without further delay, I'm going to bring the brother on. He's going to give us his travel experience, getting to Colombia and what he had to go through to get there. Because it ain't just book a ticket no more and fly. And this is my firsthand, how could I put this? This is my firsthand account, you know, I have someone here who can actually prove my point, and he's going to speak from his perspective. And we also have a little audio and visual for y'all tonight so y'all can see what the fuck going on. So without further ado, I want to bring Johnny Ali to the show. Here's Johnny. Who's that? Who's Johnny?
What's going on with you, man?
Said I can't call it, cousin. I can't call it. You know what I'm saying? How you doing out there in Brazil? I'm about to say Brazil. I'll go too many places. I go too many
Come
places.
on, man.
How you
This ain't
doing?
no damn
How you
Brazil, man.
how you doing in Colombia out there, man?
Oh man, it's good, man. It's good. Really to kind of touch on what you just said. You know, and like I said, I'm everybody that has watched me over the last 2 or 3 videos knows I don't hold my tongue. I speak what's on my mind and I say how it is. For all them dumb motherfucking gringos, if y'all want to keep believing, Colombia is not playing. If you don't have the right test, you ain't getting on that goddamn plane. That's just what it is. I am a witness to it because I went through this shit. My trip got delayed a day because I missed that 96-hour point by 2 hours. They're not
What?
playing.
2 hours. So
They're
it
not
was
playing.
not 2 days. Let's clear this up because people thinking about you might be talking about 2 days. Johnny must have got there 2 days late. It can't be 2 hours. They not being that strict.
No, no, no,
What
no, no. Let me tell you something. They're turning people around. It got to the point I was talking to one of the girls at Spirit, and it got to the point where Colombia, I think they sent something to Spirit because I think Colombia is the only one. I'm sorry, Spirit Airlines is the only one that's approved right now to fly from Fort Lauderdale, I think right now or something. But basically, people were actually landing in Colombia and didn't have the right stuff, so they were having to fly back to Miami or Fort Lauderdale. So basically, they're checking your test when you check in, and they're also rechecking your test before you actually get on the plane. And then you're going to get rechecked again When you actually land in Colombia, they got people in hazmat suits ready to check your shit again.
What? Hazmat suits.
Yes, sir. Hazmat
Oh,
suits. So that's just
there
a
was
heads up.
there was
You know, go ahead.
there was a movie. I think the name of it was Quarantine or something. It came out in the early 2000s, I want to say, and basically a whole city was under quarantine. Everybody was walking around in these hazmat suits due to risk of infection. It was a decent movie, but when you said that, it just brought that movie back to mind. Like you're getting off the plane and people in fucking full hazmat suits saying, "Look, give me your test, or we about to send your ass back where you came from." You know, they might just put the choker on you like the fuck the SPCA do the wild dogs and put your ass in the cage somewhere and close the door. So that's just came to my mind. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Cole, please go ahead on and finish what you was about to say, man. We curious.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like I said, once you get past all that and have the right stuff. Oh, actually, let me rewind. Like I said, my mind's fucked up right now. Let me rewind real quick, just so you
Right.
guys know. There's actually 4 videos as OW mentioned. So part of that, I don't know. Have you already showed the videos, or you haven't showed them yet?
I haven't showed them yet. I was waiting for you because I know there's some commentary in there that you may be able to add that like actually happened, or we might be missing something. You could point it out, but I'm going to share that screen. Whenever you get it, you get
Whenever,
to
no,
that point.
whenever you're ready, it's cool. Reason why I said it because I didn't want to jump the gun, but in the videos you will see that people were being turned away specifically because they had the wrong test as well. So as of I want to say Wednesday, Colombia basically said you have to include SARS in that test. So it's not just the COVID; you have to include the COVID test and SARS. So if you go
Oh,
over there with the COVID test and it don't say PCR with the SARS, you ain't getting in. You have to have that.
okay, folks. They go to information. He just dropped it. So if you got one of them tests, if you got one of them 24-hour quick tests, and you think you're gonna get into Colombia, don't bring your ass up to that fucking counter because they're gonna turn your crazy ass right back the fuck around, and you ain't gonna feel too good about that. So
And
add in.
as in the video, you will see people being turned. People are arguing with the agents. Matter of fact, I actually talked to 3 people that took the rapid test. You can't take the rapid test. I don't know why people don't do their research. You just got some cockroach people that just don't listen. They don't listen.
Yeah, there are some people that don't follow directions. Well, you probably heard me say this before. Common sense ain't common for everybody. Some people don't like to read, so it is what it is. So you have it like that. But while we're talking about it, I'm actually going to share the screen, and I'm going to actually show some of that video footage that you had while you were there. So just bear with me for one moment. All right. And there we go. Can you see that, Johnny?
I can.
All right. So I'm gonna start the first one. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Let me see if I can get this thing a little volume. Probably not. No volume, huh?
There should have been some volume on it, but if not,
Now what's going on right here?
that particular scene right there, you can see 2 people are arguing with that agent basically because they did not have the right test. They trying to argue with the guy up and down. You have to have the right test. Like there's you can't take the rapid test. So he was arguing with the agent, basically saying that they didn't have COVID, they had the right test. So they, like I said, they is I don't know why people are getting mad with Spirit and don't realize that these agents are actually saving you a fucking money because if you think about it, you get to Colombia and you have the wrong test. How the fuck you gonna get back? You got to pay all over again. So they really doing you a favor by checking all your shit while you're there.
Right.
If you see in this video, well, the one that you just clicked out of,
Oh, my bad. Let me go back to this one.
the one with the ladies. So the lady, no, the one, no, yeah, that one. So right there, the
This
lady with that white blouse right there,
one.
same thing with
Right.
her. Now she's a Colombian resident, and she couldn't get
Oh,
in.
damn. So this is
You
across
have
the
to have
board.
the
This
PCR. You have to have PCR because she could have coronavirus,
exactly.
even though she's a
Exactly.
Colombian resident. Because it's the fact that she was in the United States. That's all they needed. That's why she's
Damn.
waiting back in line again. Because now they trying to triple. They ain't doing double. They triple checking the work and making sure yours says PCR.
So before you get on that plane, somebody's gonna look at your test 3 times.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. All right. That's good to know, man. That's good to know. You know, sometimes people gonna try and come through and flash it right quick, like, see, I got it, and close the shit back up. No, 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 no. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do some investigation. And it's a lot of people trying to go to Colombia. And some people may be thinking that, okay, I'm a Colombian resident, I have a Colombian passport, so these rules just apply to gringos. And clearly, what we just saw, it applies to everybody. It doesn't matter. If you were here for 2 days or 2 months, you got to produce that fucking test. Look at the fucking line. So, I mean, all these people standing right here are just in limbo right now. Like,
Yes. Yes. They're
damn.
basically in limbo. They're basically in limbo.
Oh my God. Yes, that's yep. It's a hard lesson learned right there.
Just to let you guys know exactly what they're doing. They're not playing. If you don't have the right shit, you will not get on that plane.
And those 3 guys right there, you actually talked to them. I don't know why my audio isn't working on that end, but those guys actually just told Johnny, hey, all 3 of us just got turned around, you know, and
Yeah, three
yeah,
guys just got turned around. And that was just me talking to them alone. So I know more people were getting turned around because they had the right. They didn't have. I'm sorry, they didn't have the right test. Yeah, they're not. They're
right.
not kidding. They're really not playing. All jokes aside, you got to have the right stuff. Otherwise, you're gonna be wasting money to go just to sit at the airport. You're really gonna be wasting money.
So another question. I mean, you may or may not know this part, but are the airlines compensating these people in any type of way for not how can I put this? Not being able to get on their flight? Like, are they giving them a hotel voucher or something to that effect? Like, if they suppose you get stuck in Colombia, well, clearly you can't get in, and you have to go back to Miami. Like, while you're in Miami, are the airlines trying to compensate you in any manner, or is completely that price
No,
tag is completely beholden
they
unto you?
from what I understand, they're not giving any hotel vouchers. They will give you a credit, obviously, for the next flight to get you home, or whatever the case is. What people were trying to do, which is not working, people were trying to go take the rapid. We know rapid tests don't work. You have to go get the test. Now, if you're not from Fort Lauderdale, then you're gonna have to do some research as to where to go take the COVID, the nasal. It has to be the nasal, the one that they take the swab, they stick it in your nose for about 20 to 25 seconds. It's got to be that nasal. Cannot be the rapid. I mean that's in big caps. It has to be the nasal where they put the swab in your nose.
Wow. Wow. So we're gonna fast forward on from there. Anything else you want to tell us that was significant about your trip while you went, like, still in the matrix, like in Fort Lauderdale? Like any
I mean, no, I mean, the only
specifics?
thing I can say honestly is, I'm a witness. I got turned around. I had to wait it. I had to, I luckily before I left, I took another test. I had to wait for those results. They would not take my other results. So,
Okay.
uh, that's the only thing I can say.
So we know that typically going, since Spirit is the only carrier right now that's really going into Colombia on a high
Oh, and
ratio,
by
high
the way, too,
percentage.
let me say this. By the way, too, just in case if you try to rush to go get that test, you will miss that flight. You will have to wait till tomorrow. They are only doing one flight a day to Colombia.
That was my, there we go. That was my next question I was about to bring up right now. You bring up an interesting point. See, you're reading my mind. We're clicking on same cylinders right now. Now, with that being said, since there's only one flight going to Colombia, typically, since we know that, if we're going off of what we know, those flights should be packed to capacity. Like it shouldn't even be elbow space in there, correct? How many people were on your flight when you left out?
When I left out, so put it to you like this. I was on standby. And I'm pretty sure if you're a traveler, you know what standby means. I was the last. It was me and two other people. Basically, that airplane was maybe 60% filled. I had a
Oh,
whole row to myself.
yes, indeed. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I asked that question is because the only reason why that flight was 60% filled is due to people's lack of knowledge, people not knowing basically the information we're putting out right now. The last video I made, people thought it was laughable in some cases, but there's a lot of people. There's a huge amount of travelers who could be avid travelers that's going out there with the incorrect information, and this is what's happening. You have a flight, one flight which should be packed completely full with people, but roughly 50% of the people almost don't have the proper information needed to get to their final destination. This is part of the reason why I put information out like this. I'm not trying to get rich off this. I mean, basically I do this for shits and giggles with entertainment. Really, it's something that I do to give back because brothers reached out to me when I didn't know shit and they helped me out. So I feel as though I'm doing my part, sharing my story. Johnny's sharing his story to help people out that maybe, missed the curve a little bit and didn't read that fine print, or maybe just, don't have anyone that's an avid traveler to reach out to them and give them the information. So with that being said, I mean, this has its purpose. I mean, if people are lining up to get on a flight with rapid tests and they think it's going to work, these people are spending money to get there and they're losing money. This could actually save you money because if just say, for instance, you did by some strange luck make it to fucking Colombia, and when you got there, they turned you around. Guess what? When you got to book those tickets to come back in like only a day or two notice, that's expensive. That shit ain't cheap. Um, Everybody's not rich, clearly. You know what I'm saying? So look, if you know somebody that's traveling, if you have friends that may be considering going to Colombia and you're Facebook friends with them or whatnot, please share this video. All right, share this video. It helps me. It helps my channel grow. It helps you. It helps your loved ones. All right. So moving right along. So Johnny gets on the plane. He's flying, and you have what? You got an exit row seat. You have a whole row to yourself.
Oh, I had a
What's it
window
looking like
seat.
there?
I was in the very front. I had a window seat in the very front.
Jesus Christ, that's a thing of beauty. Like by me knowing that, because I actually bought a seat this time, because my tickets were so fucking cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I spent like $180 round trip. I was like, oh shit, man, I'm a splurge. I'm gonna go buy me a seat. But now knowing the information that I know now, that a lot of people are misinformed, and the flight's probably gonna be halfway fucking empty anyway, because there's gonna be some rapid test guys that come there, some guys with oh, well, I thought it was 96 hours prior to departure. You're going to have those guys there, and it's going to be like a lot of people that's not going to be able to make it. I could have just went ahead on and saved my $30 or whatever the fuck it was I spent for the seat and could have went on the plane and picked whatever fucking seat I wanted once the plane got into the sky. But hey, it's whatever. You live and you learn. So how was the flight going into Colombia?
Oh man, the flight was good. Man, like I said, one other thing too with Spirit, they ain't giving you no goddamn snacks, so you better come with your food and water.
Well, Spirit was cheap as a motherfucker.
I
Them
ain't
bitches never did give me the fucking snacks, man.
matter of fact, I ain't even gonna lie. It was actually my very first time taking Spirit, and my God, I know why I don't take Spirit. However, they're the only ones going to Colombia. They're the only ones in between me and getting pussy. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm taking their ass.
I don't blame you, bro. Ain't nothing coming between me and that sweet, sweet Mayum. Fuck all that. I ride it. look, it's a 3 hour flight. You know what I'm saying? If you can't
Actually,
sit still,
technically, it was 2 hours and 59 minutes.
okay. Oh, whoa, let me tell you. If you can't sit still for $2, I say $2. If you can't sit still for 2 hours and 59 minutes, you need to be on some type of medication. You know, you got some ADHD or some shit. You know, I mean, I done sat in classes for longer than 2 hours and 59 minutes and didn't move. You know, but to each his own. People are still gonna find a reason not to do it. And you know what? I tell those people, good, stay your ass here. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Don't
they
worry
can be.
about it.
Matter of fact, whoever's watching, I know we got some interesting trolls. I know Collard Green's watching. All you gringos, you stay the fuck right where you at and let the real niggas go out here and get what they need done and handle business.
Straight up, straight up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna handle the white way. Don't y'all worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all worry about it. You matter of I think we do got a troll in here. I think I just found one. What's the dude's name? That was your own fault, sir. Booger Boggle Boggle Day. I don't know. He might have been trying
Oh,
to troll.
hold on. I got something for him. You can go fuck off. Next.
And Johnny says you can fuck off. I think we was all waiting for that. We ain't heard a good you can fuck off in a long time. So, okay, fast forward. Yeah, we fly over the pond, 2 hours and a couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? Bam, we land, we getting off the plane. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, motherfucker, hallelujah. We
Oh
are
yeah.
in Medellin. We
Oh,
are
I'm
in the
in
gene,
Medellin.
baby.
Let me
We
tell
are
you
in the
something.
gene.
I got to Medellin. I put the stuff away. I immediately went. Immediately. Don't pass go. Don't collect 200. I went straight
And
over
it,
there and I got mines.
what? You got yours?
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, I got mine. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Well, look,
all the ones
we
that
got to.
want to stay in the United States and think that the United States bitches are good, same slogan. They can all fuck off.
Okay, they're gonna fuck off. Believe it, they're gonna do a lot of meat beating because we got some pussy over there. Look, brother. Look, I'm not gonna say it exactly, but I'm right by Johnny. I'm right behind you. Just hold on, brother. I'm
Oh
on my
yeah,
motherfucking way. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Put you like this.
Hurricane
Put
Delta,
you
you
like this.
bit you. You
Put you
almost
like
fucked my
this.
plans up.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it just like this. I got my nuts off for under $30. All right, I'm just gonna
What?
say that.
$30?
That's right.
You
Not
sure?
300. Not $3. $30.
30 USD.
That's correct. If you need that translated in Spanish, that's tres zero.
Yeah, you go. Y'all heard it here first. $30 USD. That's how much my brother paid. You know what I'm saying? To get his. God damn, Johnny. I'm gonna have to ask you that behind the scene, cause, bro, $30. Man, I know some fellas right now, man. You can't go get a good steak dinner for $30. I know some cats tricking off Root Chris, and that's a $200 dinner for two people, you know. And I done heard them in the break room the next day at work talk about they done spent $200 to bring a girl out for dinner and they got a peck on the cheek. And I was like, damn, bro, you know she ain't stroked the slong on the way home. No, man, she gave me a
I'm gonna
peck
tell
on the
you.
cheek, and
I'm gonna tell you just
that
like
was a
this.
wrap.
I will never, ever, 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 ever touch another American bitch. It will
What?
not happen.
Well, what if I gave you a 10-foot pole, Johnny? Would you
I
use
don't
the
give a
pole to
fuck.
touch him?
Nope. Ain't happening. Not happening.
Without
Not
the
happening.
pole?
Not happening.
Damn, Johnny.
I will import all these bitches to the U.S. before I do that.
Damn. You's a bad man, Johnny. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You
As
got
far
some
as I'm
fortitude
concerned,
there.
if there's any brothers in here, or white dudes, Hispanic dudes, don't care what color you are, if there's any one of them that disagree with what I just said, my favorite slogan, you can fuck off.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, John, you gonna have some people that really dislike you, man. Cause you
Oh, I
over
don't
there,
care.
bro. You fucking bad bitches for $30, and they got guys over here paying house note,
Oh,
T-Mobile
I know.
bills and
They could be that
buying
gringo.
cars
Let them be
and
that gringo.
and they might smell a pussy once or twice a month. And they hear a
Yeah,
brother like
those
you
are
talking
those
about
are
going over there.
those are
That's
what you call. Those are my favorite. This is my favorite word to call them. They're little cockroaches. They're like gnats at a barbecue, just bugging the fuck out of me. They're like those little barbecue gnats. That's what you call them.
hey, bro. Did you say gnats at a barbecue?
That's right.
Man, you just painted a vivid picture in my head because I'd have been at a barbecue at 3 and the flies be hovering around the crawfish and
That's
shit,
what I'm
you
talking
know.
about. Yep, that's what I'm talking about right there.
And every
They're
time you swat at
goddamn
one,
flies.
two more come.
That's right. Because they don't listen. Flies, you stay away from the food, but you don't want to listen.
So tell them to stay away from the pussy, and we're gonna be just fine. All
That's
right,
right.
I get it. I get it. I like that analogy, John. You all right, so I can't complain, bro. But before we go any further, but I want to rewind just one brief moment to when you got the Medellin. So a lot of brothers know because they done built a new tunnel and thing and all, and they wonder before a lot of people don't go to Medellin like some people
Because
every month or
you know
every other
why?
month.
You know why people don't go to Medellin? Because they're pussies. My thing is this. My thing is this. All right. You can get caught up. You can get killed. You can get stomped. You can get robbed in any country, state, don't matter where you at. They're scared of Medellin, which is fine. They can be that gringo and let me keep rolling on $30 bitches.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Richie Ricks for the super chat. Hey, brother, I mean for the cash app. I appreciate that, soul. I really appreciate that. And you know what's strange about this? It's gonna be between me and you, Richard Rich. That number that you sent happens to be my flight number, cousin. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully it's not a bad omen. I'm not gonna worry about it unless you on that same flight too on the slick and you ain't saying nothing. But yeah, that's my flight number, Playboy. Appreciate that, you know. But this is what I wanted to ask you, Johnny. How long did it take you to get from Rio Negro to Medellin now? I know before it used to take an hour because you had to go around the mountain, and now we have that tunnel right there. So just a guesstimate, how long it took you to get there, and how affordable was it?
Oh, that was easy. It only took about 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes. And
Okay,
I used my little application. I'm not gonna really spill all my little secrets, but I'll say it like
right.
this: you could be a regular gringo and pay $30. My black ass only paid about $8.46 in USD.
Oh, you the man, Johnny. You are the man. You are the man. That's how we do that there. That's how we do that there.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that is.
So now you're in Medellin now, man, and everything flowing smooth. So
Oh, it
tell us
sure
about
is.
the you met any young ladies out there that you might want to share with us.
Oh, yeah,
What
you
they
already
working with
know,
out there,
John.
bro?
What did Ken Padmore say? Johnnyism already hit Medellin several times already.
Oh, yeah.
Several times. Oh yeah, I got my raw dogs and I'm good. I'm good, and I'm gonna
Wait a
continue
minute.
getting
Wait a
good.
minute. Wait a minute. Back up. I ain't the smartest person in the world, but did you say raw dog? I heard
That's
raw
right.
dog and 30. I heard raw dog and $30 in the same sentence. Do my ears
That's right.
deceive me?
No, no, no. Your eyes, ears, not don't deceive you. I said it correctly. But again, I have a
You went.
certain game. I have a certain game I use that other gringos don't know what to do. So we're gonna leave it at that. But what I'm gonna tell you, it's very possible. Just gotta know how to go about it.
God damn. So this brother done went to two different countries I done met him in. We was in Santo Domingo and he was in that motherfucking Raw Dog Records. Not one, not two, but three times. Same girl. Now he Raw Dog Records in motherfucking Medellin for $30. Johnny, I think you need to whatever you're doing, you need to box this shit up and we need to sell that shit, bro. I think we in the wrong business. I just think, maybe we should focus towards getting like a five-step program. You call that shit Johnnyism 101. And
Oh yeah. See
you
what
could do the
happens is
training. I'll do the marketing.
I'm gonna say it like this: these American idiots, they come out here They try to fuck up the prices. You don't pay these bitches what they want. You tell them what it is. We're in a pandemic. You take what I have, or you get the fuck off.
Oh shit. We got a brother in the room that can vouch for the receipts. Oh my goodness. So you've been talking to Jay Lover too, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. All right, all right, all right. Big Bros will be proud of you, Johnny. Hey, roll the tape. I believe you, bro. Like, really, right now, if I wasn't on my other phone, bro, I would call Big Boss and be like, Boss, you gotta hear this shit, bro. You just gotta, add Johnny to Raw Dog Records. You gotta get this boy a contract. You gotta give him a contract and a motherfucking signing bonus. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put Johnny down with Raw Dog Records. This shit is unreal. I'm trying to tell you, bro. But it's all good though, you know what I'm saying? So well, have you had a chance to get around the city? Like what's it looking like out there? I actually saw a
Honestly,
video earlier, and from what I saw, it's not completely open like it
it
used to
is
be.
not.
So what's your perspective?
It's not completely open yet. Things are still halfway closed. You just got to know where to go. Right now, I do have a couple of tour guides. Right now, things are still technically halfway closed.
Okay. All right. So are you seeing any like bars open or anything like that? Like maybe I don't know. I saw that Gusto's was open, but I don't really count Gusto's as somewhere I would want to go. But that's like around Avenida 33, like Setenta, places like that, like more the locals hang out at. I'm wondering are those places like starting to open back up because hasn't anybody really showed any of that yet? So
Right now, the biggest things right now is, like I said, things are halfway open and closed. You just got to know where to go. And like I said, any country you go in, even though they say quote unquote things are closed, in reality things are open. You just got to know where to go.
okay, okay. So basically, when I get there, anybody gets there, you should be prepared to bring the party to your own house. That's what you should be
Basically,
ready to do,
basically.
basically. Okay. Johnny, somebody wants to ask you a question, and I'm just gonna put it on the screen. Oh God, please don't tell his brother to fuck off. But if you do, I can't really, that. Yeah, just there's the question.
No, absolutely not, because I'll never get caught up. As I mentioned, I get checked out every month. I go to the doctor. We good. Next question.
Okay, that went well. That went very well. Okay, and they said Johnny Quest 2020. Hey, bro, they want to elect you for president, bro. You know
Oh,
what
I
I'm
know they
saying?
do.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna still watch the show for a little bit. I gotta handle some business real quick. So let
Oh,
me just jump off real quick.
okay. Well, hey, bro, go do your thing, bro. I appreciate you, brother. That's what I
All
wanted
right,
to do.
man.
All right. You be easy, bro. All right. Well, that's the that is that's the first hand perspective, folks. I just wanted to lay up there and let y'all hear Johnny LA is in Colombia.Live. He doing his thing, and apparently he getting $30 raw pussy. That's unheard of. Uh man, I'm in shock, Now some raw head, I can see that, but raw pussy, damn, he's a bad man. That's all I can say about that. But I'm gonna go through this comment section right quick. I want to give some fellas some shout outs for being in here tonight. If y'all have any questions, Columbia related questions, concerns, or comments, please feel free to post them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, Spirit is fine. Three must be, he said 3L, must be 3K. 3K for each passenger without a test or a positive test. Wow. Okay. With that being said, that's a hell of an incentive. If people are getting fined, if the airline is getting fined that much money and the airline's already hemorrhaging thousands of dollars because clearly, as you see and that you hear on the news, a lot of these flights aren't in full. So they're furloughing people indefinitely so they may not have a job anymore. So if this information is true from Big Mike International, usually it is. I think he's pretty good with his information. I don't think he'll just put some shit out there just for shits and giggles. I think they're gonna be very aggressive when checking for these tests because I mean, 10 people, that's $30,000. You're losing, you're already losing over a million, over 4 or 5 million a day. In some cases, you're gonna risk losing another 30 or 40K for not checking the paper. Yeah, hell yeah. And I think that'll be clearly grounds for termination for them gate agents. If someone were to get by, whoever was working that gate at that time could be held responsible. And I think that would be their job for making a $3,000 mistake. But that's just me. I've worked in the airline industry and I can honestly see a motherfucker getting their ass handed to him on a fucking platter for not checking their motherfucking COVID test. Moving right along. Ken Moore. All right. Bam. Johnnyism. Roll the tape. Tell her come to my career. Come on, man. Double R, man. You gonna tell her, girl, come on over there, bro? Damn, bro. You trying to get it how you live, huh, Double R? Slide that old meat pistol off on her, huh? Yeah, I know. Yes, indeed. Johnnyism is well. What's happening with you, Jay Lever? Let me roll on down here. Bam, here we go. Roll Tide. To say the least, airlines should have an idea of where guys could get the test in the area. That's the thing, man. They do have an idea of it. And the information is out there. It's just that when you go to putting into the affected timelines and stuff, dude, um, a lot of people already have hotel reservations made. It's just crazy. People are on limited vacation time. Just think about it. If you had a 4-day vacation, you try to make a quick 4-day trip to fucking Medellin and you can sit back and you lose a day, then you have to wait at least 48 hours to get the fucking test back. You're done. I mean, it's pretty much over. I mean, what you gonna do? Fly out there for 8 hours and get back on a plane and come back? You know what I'm saying? So it could be an expensive mistake. Even if they do have the test there. And think about it. Let's just say, for instance, a lot of these places they're not doing 24-hour tests, like they call it a rapid test or whatnot. So if you were to land in Miami and they had a place for you to go and you still had to wait 2 days and your connection leaves the next morning, like you're fucked still. It's like you can't beat it. That this shit has to be timed to perfection. That's just my honest opinion. It has to be timed to perfection. You don't have time to get there and gotta take the test again and wait for it to get there, then leave again. It ain't gonna work. When you leave here, you gotta have it in order. Because I thought about that too. And that's what a lot of guys are doing. They're thinking, okay, I got 96 hours. They leave from Milwaukee or somewhere. And what they're doing, they're getting to Miami or they're getting to Florida and they're going to a local place because most people, excuse me, most people going to Colombia and I have a layover. So they say, okay, I'm just going to fly down there. I'm going to go to CVS or Walgreens. I'm going to take the rapid test and I'm just going to fucking, skip the Malou up to the fucking counter, give them this rapid test, and they're going to let me on the flight. And that's when they get in the long dick without the grease. Pardon my expression, but they're getting fucked because they're pretty much losing money on the flight. A, they got to fly back home. B, and if for some reason they ignorantly made it to fucking Medellin without the ticket, now they got to pay for a ticket back. So that's how folks is losing. That's why the flight was only like 40% full for old boy today, because a lot of the guys who were going there, and that's something else that he mentioned to me behind the scene. He said on these flights, it's just a handful of like ladies or families or whatnot. But he said 70 to, I'm going to say 80% of the people that were on the flight, give or take, were all men. All right. All middle age, older men. I mean, all ages. They had them on there from 25 to 65. They're getting on that plane and they go and get that pussy. I know you got all these men going over there. They're not going over to shoot pool and climb mountains and go to the local bars. The shit is fucking closed. We know what they're going over there for. It ain't no motherfucking secret. He told me, because I asked an honest question. I had to ask him, like, bro, how many ladies you seen flying over? Like, he said, man, bro, I might have seen a handful of women, but all of them was with their husband or whatnot. But the rest, it was single white men, single black men, single Latino men, all of them going over there. Everybody had a smile on their motherfucking face. Everybody happy to be on the plane. I said, you one of the selected few that got on the fucking plane that get then turned around. You know what they're going to do. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, Big D. Thank you for stopping by, Big D. What's up, everybody? Shout out to Big D, man. Appreciate you stopping by, bro. Big D, one of them fellas that always roll through. He come through and show love and support to a brother. What's that, Stephen O? Man, what's happening with you, Stephen O, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Jackson Jeter. Oh, shit. Sometimes, I really got to let me look at this message before I read it. Because I just can't read Jackson Jeter messages, you know what I'm saying? Jackson Jeter. Okay, damn, Johnny. Thank God I'm in the 98% Latina community. Don't gotta go through all them loops for pussy. But you have a great time. I feel you, bro. Hey, Jackson Jeter, bro. Consider yourself lucky, dog. Everybody ain't got it like you, bro. You know, uh, they got a lot of Latino people down here in Louisiana too. But I tell you this, bro, for the most part, and I go to a lot of communities, most of these people that's in the community down here, down south, where I'm at, speaking just for me, the surrounding areas and whatnot, most of those people in those Latino communities, they tend to date their own people. They don't date out, you know. I mean, you have your stragglers here and there. You might see them with a white boy, you might see them with an Indian and whatnot. But I'm gonna say for me, from what I see, 75% of the time, they're with someone from their own ethnic background. Now, you may have the magic wand, you may have cracked the code, you may be the black man that you could go and you know uh tap into that resource. But from what I'm seeing, where I stay at, most of the time at work, when a girl gets off work, because I work with a lot of Latinos, it's usually another Latin man come pick them up in the car. I see their kids, they don't look biracial, they look Latin. So, hey man, more power to you, kudos. But, if something's not working for you here, you should go other places where it is. And I'll tell anybody that. And if you see the guy next to you, he having success and you not, don't try and live vicariously through him. Try and go find a way to make it work for you. And that's what I do. Okay. So for anybody that need advice, don't get mad, get glad, find another way that works for you. Because what worked for the next man may not work for you. And I think people should grasp that concept. Hopefully they do. And if you don't, you want to sit there and spin your wheels and try and figure out how to do what Johnny doing. I shouldn't use Johnny. What Timothy is doing, and your name is Jack, more power to you. Time is valuable. So yeah. So homeboy got to jump him some hurdles to get what he need. Where did you go in El Centro? NBA Asia, he went to, because I told him where to go. He went to Canajitas. I saying it right? Canajitas. Oh, well, I haven't seen the place in such a long time. It's a local spot. Oh, man. I know he went to Barra Ejectivia, and he went to Maracaibo, and he went to one other place, and I want to think it's called Canajitas. I'm not pronouncing it right. I haven't been there in a while. But that's what he went to in El Centro. And we actually talked about that. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He said he didn't have too much of a good time out there. It was like so because he got really a lot of the people aren't back down there yet. It's like uh, some of the places we used to go to. The Blue Door. I don't know if you're a traveler and you go to Colombia, you know what the Blue Door is. He also went to the Blue Door today, and he told me that there was a handful of people in the Blue Door. And what's good right now, there's not many gringos down there, so we're pretty much a commodity. It's not like before when we used to go back in the days. I mean, you go down there, have a fucking gringo on every corner, just every fucking where. You know what I'm saying? Like plenty of us foreigners there, but right now it's few and far in between. They're there. If they're there right now, they probably already an expat. They probably live there. They have family there, whatnot. But for the most part, it's not a lot of travelers coming to the country. They're trying to get to the country. A, it's limited flights. B, their paperwork is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So they're not getting in there. So it is what it is. And what it says, Johnny said, fuck off, man. And you can fuck off. I love the way he says you can fuck off. I'm like, damn, bro. Shit. He like that shit is touching almost, you know what I'm saying? All right, Johnny, tell me to fuck off. I'd be mad. Did you just tell me to fuck off, Johnny? Damn, bro. Not me, man. Damn, bro. You just say that shit with emotion. Damn, you fucked over me. All right. He is lying to himself if he really think he will not touch another American girl. Well, Kenta Fox, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's a touch situation. You know what I'm saying? I think if he could have it his way, and I think eventually he will, if he goes to, but you gotta realize, how could I put this to you? Well, fuck it, he said it anyway. Anyway, he lives very close to a border. All right. So if he really didn't want to touch another American woman, he has access to go right across the border to fucking Mexico. And it's like, let's just say it's real close to his house, you know? So with that being said, usually people have to, if you're in a certain area and these are the only options you have, back to that word options. A lot of men don't have options. That's why you see a lot of these dudes out here fucking fat chicks and saying they fine, and they really know they gotta turn off all the lights to hit them big holes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta flop them over and all that shit. You can't pick that big bitch up and like, damn, I wish I could have me a fine bitch built like J-Lo, but I don't got enough money. And they ain't got no bitches around there built like that. So damn, I gotta fuck this fat bitch named Bianca. You know what I'm saying? Come on, girl, turn all the lights off. But in his particular situation, he don't have that to do. He could actually get in his car and drive across the motherfucking border and literally not really fuck another American woman if he didn't want to. Like, say for me, for instance, I'll be honest with you. If I could get in my motherfucking Cadillac and go drive across the border, I make that statement too. I never fuck another American bitch in none of my days. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I can go across the border and the same thing y'all niggas paying $1,500 for, I can go over there and get it for 50. Like, why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? But just a little insight. Maybe you didn't know that, but I'm putting it out there. Yeah, he lived real close to a border, dude. All jokes aside, and if there's a choice that he made, or he needed to get his needs met, he wanted to get him some pussy. Uh, he could just get in his car and go take a 30-minute ride, be, you know, somewhere in Tijuana or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Knee deep in some Mexican pussy, beating the back out for the low price of $29.99. Or he could stay here and go on endless dates with the hope of getting some pussy, which I just think is fucking asinine. But to each his own. Or he can go pay somebody to teach him some game to shoot to these hoes, to talk them into getting him some pussy, which is also time consuming. Or he can get in his car and take a 30-minute ride. I guess it's up to the person, but to each his own. All right, LaQuinta Fox. Ken Padmore, then he needs to stay out of North America, Central America, and South America because they're all American. And you're damn right, we're all Americans. But guess what? One place costs more and the other don't. Everybody ain't rich. You got to do what your pockets say. If you want to call them broke, hey, so be it. If you're rich, great. You spend all your money. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? As long as you're getting it. I got on some Jordans. You got on some Jordans. Where you got them from? The store up the block. Where you got yours from? From the Arab. They're the same shoe. Yeah, how much you paid for them? Who gives a fuck? We both got them on. There you go. Tell us the number it might hit in the lotto. Shit, if I knew that, bro, I'd buy everybody in this motherfucking chat a ticket and we'll be knee deep in some fucking Brazilian pussy first thing next week. But I don't have the numbers, man. I wish I did know the numbers, brother. I help you out. I got a good heart like that. I'm kind that I'm giving. I don't mind helping other people. But you know, I just don't like people to take kindness for weakness either. I just cut them off. A's have entered the room. God damn, JC Trapper. Yeah, see a walking skeleton? You know what I'm saying? He's walking, you see a motherfucker ribs and shit. I guess that's the picture of age, right? You know, it's like the skeleton class, you know, in Science 101, you get the biology class or whatever. That's age, you know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy, bro. Hey man, I know where you're coming from, and don't get me wrong, you know, as I met Giant, as I've gotten to know him, he's a good person. He has good intentions. Now, I will admit some of his practices I do think are a little dangerous, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things we do in life that are dangerous. When I go outside and you put your key in the ignition, you know, you could lose your life from that. The food that some of us choose to eat, you know, that's just killing your ass slowly too. But I completely agree, and I have compassion, and I just hope and I pray that some of the decisions that he make don't, you know, end up in being his demise, so to speak. You know, that's the best way I could put it without using, for lack of better words. I don't want to be too explicit with that because that'll be actually putting bad mouth on a person. That's what I'm not here to do to that particular person. But to say at least some of the practices are dangerous, That's the risk he's willing to take. I, for one, not here to judge, but as long as he's happy with what he's doing, roll out with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jackson Jeter said, "Stupid don't cost much money, nigga." So stupid is free, huh, Jackson? Boy, you wrong for that shit. Stephen O said Raw Dog Records. I'm gonna go buy me a motherfucker. I'm gonna go get some shirts made with RDR on that bitch. Stephen O, you just gave me your idea. I'm gonna go get me some Raw Dog Record shirts. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Johnny don't go out like Willie Lump Lump. Well, we gonna hope not, Kim Padmo. Well, that's all we can do is hope and pray. Johnny, do you consider prep meds for HIV? Oh, we already wrote that one down. All right, we already asked him before he left. All right, if Johnny keeps going raw bone like he's doing, it's only a matter of time before T cell count bottoms out. Jamel Edwards, I've had this conversation with him behind the scenes. I've also had this conversation on live, and I honestly could say he don't give a fuck. He ain't worried about this shit. He gonna roll to the motherfucker end. Win, lose, or draw, Johnny gonna do what he do. And that's all we could do is pay for the brother, bro. He like it, I love it, and I don't think nothing we say or do gonna change his opinion at this point. And yeah, just may God be with him, bless his soul. This blessing. Afro Nation 54. Glad to have you here, brother. I'm glad you stopped by. I think I ain't seen you in a while, but hey, man, it's all good. I'm glad you made it to the live tonight. What up, OW504? We're in the building. Hit that like and share button. That's right. If y'all in here right now, if y'all ain't wipe y'all paws on the rug, shout out to Drees. If y'all ain't wipe y'all paws yet, please do so. Feel free to wipe y'all paws on the way up out this motherfucker tonight, because it's coming up on the hour mark. Johnny over there in Colombia doing God's work right now. I already know he knee deep in some $30 pussy. Am I mad? No. Jealous? You fucking right. Because I sure wish I was over there right now. Not the same $30 pussy, but I wish I was over there enjoying some of those festivities. That's right. More power to Johnny. Lucky devil you. All right. American Airlines is offering a PCR test for people flying to Costa Rica. Hopefully that will expand. Okay. All right. American Airlines. Now I'm wondering, are they throwing that in to the what I'm trying to say? Are they adding that into the flight cost? Like, is it a cost that they're charging? Like one of those hidden fees? Like, they're just gonna add like another $20 to all the fucking tickets, to cover those costs? I'm just wondering how that's gonna work out. Jay Lerver, you want me to send the link, buddy? Hold on, man. Did I copy the link? Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Bam. All right. There you go, Jay, bro. Come hop on here, bro. As soon as you get on here, I gotta delete them shits though. You know what I'm saying? Jay Lerber. Yeah. Tampa Twine, man. What's happening with the Tampa T, man? Boy, I knew you was gonna come stop by tonight, bro. It's always a pleasure to see you, bro. If you ain't on Drees TV, if you ain't on Rotate Channel, you always come show some support. That's a good brother right there. You and Kim Padmore, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, Kim Padmore, boy, you wrong for this shit. This Negro said Easy E was president of the Raw Dog Records. And that nigga dead as a motherfucker. What you trying to say, bro? You know what I'm saying? Johnny, they say, if you listen to Johnny, they say you go to the upper room. What's up, man? Oh. And I want to welcome my brother, Jay Lover, to the motherfucking house. What's happening with your player?
Hey, thanks for having me on board, Pimpin. Let me say this to you, bro. Everything Johnny said was legit. I know a lot of fellas talk about show them receipts, show them receipts. I saw the receipts. That man ain't bullshitting. And little mama he came up on was tight. I mean, real tight. I don't know if you saw the same pictures I saw, but little mama was tight.
Yes, yes, it's yeah. But I didn't know if he wanted me to, you know what I'm saying? So when you came on there, you like, you amen because I said to be like, oh, OW just saying that shit because he got him on the show. But when you said it, I was like, okay, all right, that's legit, because
No,
that's
me
like
and him have been
three.
keeping in touch, man. I mean, we actually clicked up, man. We gonna click up in the future. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm all good down with getting down with real niggas. You know what I'm saying? And enjoying the time, enjoying the experience, and sharing that experience. But no, that brother, he's doing his thing, man, and ain't no bullshitting what he's talking about. So anybody on the live that thinks that this man is lying, Johnny LA is not lying. He's over there
Nah,
grooving. Real talk. Real talk.
yes, yes, yes. $30. Sing along the class. $30. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all
Man,
motherfuckers got
no, I
shirts
mean,
on right now that cost more than $30.
let
Man,
me say this to you. It wasn't just, and I'm not gonna put all his shit out there. $30 was the total, but it wasn't $30 like you think. When he comes back, let him explain to you what he got for that $30. Y'all niggas are really gonna trip out. Y'all are really gonna trip out because this nigga seems to. I don't know what this Johnnyism is, but man, I mean, I believe him. The man ain't got no reason to lie, and I believe him, man. I've seen the proof. But on top of that, when he explained how he got down, I was like, damn, Johnny, you came the fuck up. And
yeah.
he was laughing and giggling like, hell yeah, I did. So God bless that man for real. For real.
Hey, and take this into consideration as well. He's only been there maybe what 48 hours,
Man,
give or
10
take.
minutes. I mean, when you think about it, he ain't been there that long. So, I mean, I feel what you're saying, but the man he hit the ground running.
Right,
He hit the ground running. But
right.
his $30 come up, I'm gonna let him explain that to you because he explained it to me and it blew my mind. But I'm gonna tell all the fellas that know me and believe, I'm a real nigga. That man's telling the truth, man. He ain't got no reason to lie. He really
That's
don't.
true. That's
He
true.
really don't. So I'm
He,
gonna
he,
jump
he,
off of the thing, man. I just want to vouch for the man. That's all.
I appreciate that, brother. From brother to brother. So we got three people now that can vouch for him, and you coming on, brother, that mean a lot. I'm more than sure he appreciate it. Hey, brother, anytime you want to come on the panel, you're more than welcome. You speak of, you have a lot of knowledgeable, well spoken. I appreciate that, my man. You have
I
a good
appreciate it,
night.
fam. You be cool, man.
No problem. No problem. Well, there y'all have it. There y'all have it. I can't make this shit up. I'd have met the man personally, in person, so I know, who he is and how he rock. It ain't some shit I'm just pulling out my ass. And that old saying, you can't judge a book by its cover. Johnny is the epitome of that shit. When you first engage with him, you know how some people you look at him and you can pretty much like somewhat gauge what type of prowess they have about themselves, like a particular aura. He's the motherfucker that you don't see coming. Cause I didn't see it coming. I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen, like, oh my God, let me help this poor child. Oh, I hope they don't get him. Oh, they gonna get him. Ooh, ooh. And I could have been further from wrong, possibly it could have been further from the truth, because he was the complete antithesis of everything that I thought he was. So I said to say this, brother, don't judge a person off of first look. Lord, don't do it. I know that sounds cliche, but after getting to know this brother and meeting him and talking to him and stuff, don't judge a book by its cover because he left out the house in DR and came back an hour later and he had a little McAfter, McDonald. He had a little snack, and he's over there in Colombia by himself, walking on his own too. He don't got a squad of Negroes over there with him. He don't have no expat friends over there with him. He's by himself, and hey, he figured it out. You know what I'm saying? I know what y'all saying. Oh, W, you lying? You probably helped that fucking man. You did. No, 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 no. I can't help him with what he like because me and him do two different things, and we may be attracted to two different type of women. So that was all him. Don't say OW. They, Nah. When I get there, I'm good. It is what it is. But I didn't have no hands in this shit, bro. I gotta be completely honest with you, bro. Homeboy, he wouldn't freestyle it, you know. So I said to say this, bro. You know, we coming up on the hour mark right now. If you're planning on going to Colombia, be prepared to go there and establish your own economy. All right. Colombia is not what it was back in 2019, 2018. Matter of fact, if y'all know Brother Markel, I think what's his name of his channel right now? Retired and Happy. Y'all can go over there to Retired and Happy channel and check out his video that he did. I think he did today or yesterday. And I mean, he clearly he had videos showing that right now the city is not what it used to be. I mean, the streets aren't crowded. There's not a lot of taco in the street, but taco in Medellin means traffic. They say taco. That's their slang. Not something you eat. There's no traffic out. There wasn't any traffic in the street. It was just flowing through. Um, he went to park at Yedis. They had a few spots open, but a lot of motherfuckers were just swinging hammers through that motherfucker. And a lot of the restaurants, you know, they just had for sale signs on them shits. So I said to say this, yeah, you can still have a good time out there, but you're just gonna have to move differently, and you're gonna have to figure that shit out. Just like I did a video before about a learning curve. I think now post COVID for travelers who are used to going to Colombia and expecting a certain vibe or a certain group of people to be there, we're going to have a learning curve as well to adapt to the new economy there. Am I ready for it? Hell yeah. I can't wait to get there. And when I get there, I'm going to go live and I'm going to let y'all see what I see, you know? Um, and that's pretty much just all I could say about that. Just be prepared, you know? Would I go there if I was you? Yeah. Are there other places to go that may be a little bit more upbeat than Colombia right now? Hell fucking yeah. Damn Skippy. You know? You could most of y'all like a lot of people like DR. You can go there, you know. I mean, it's a lot easier if you don't want to go through all the travel problems and whatnot, you know. I mean, that's somewhere you could go at, you know. I hear Panama is opening back up. Belize is back open. So I mean, you have other options out there. It just depends on what you want. Just to put it back out there. After the holidays, come January 1st, hey, I think everything will be open the fuck back up, man. A lot of guys talking about going to Thailand and stuff. Some guys love Thailand. That's not on my list of things to do. And I don't really have a reason. Like, you'd ask me why, like, OW, how come you don't go to Thailand? I'd be like, dog, I just don't know. Maybe it's a 25-hour flight or some shit. Maybe that shit got me terrified, you know. But I know what I travel for, me myself personally, and I like a certain weather. And what I travel for, it only takes me 5 hours to get there. 13 hours at the longest if I go to Brazil, if I go to Recife. So the 24-hour thing probably was really turning me off if I really think about it. So with that being said, I'm gonna stick to the Caribbean for right now. You know, Africa too far. I ain't going there. I have no reason to go to Canada. So hey, I like what I like. We're gonna leave with that. But if you're headed to Colombia, look, we've already went over it. I'm not gonna go over it again. If you're just getting here right now, you're a little late. Rewind to the beginning of the video. We go into full details of things that you need to do before you get here. The new clauses with the test and what they expect for you to have. Johnny already ran that down to you. You got to go to the migration.com, I think it is. Fill that out 24 hours before you get there. All right. Don't do it the week before you get there. Don't do it when the plane is starting to descend and you try and do the shit. The day before you get there, fill the shit out. You know, you can make this as easy as possible, or it could just be just daunting tasks that you have to do. All right. And usually the task becomes daunting when you try and wait to the last minute to do everything. You're trying to cram everything in, you're gonna forget some shit. You just turn an easy situation to some stressful shit. So that's the best advice I could give y'all, Bellas. If you're flying, try to make it, especially now, make the shit as stress-free as possible. Please do that for me. The word for the night is stress-free. All right. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to say thank you to everyone who donated to me tonight. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Y'all are the realest travelers that I know. Y'all have a good night. And if you're anywhere in the Gulf region with me down here, Hurricane Delta ain't no joke. Batting the motherfucking hatches, you know what I'm saying? Because I happen to be where I stay at in Louisiana. I'm in the path of this motherfucker. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna go live and I'm gonna let y'all see the garbage cans and the trees and shit getting blown down the fucking street until my lights go out or some shit like that. But yeah, I'm gonna do a live tomorrow because the hurricane's supposed to be coming on shore Friday around 1 o'clock, and the eye itself and all the 110-mile-per-hour winds or 103-mile-per-hour, 100, whatever it is, that shit coming right over my city because I stay in the bayou. I do not technically live in New Orleans. I'm not gonna give out my exact location, but I live down the bayou, and where it's coming to, I'm in the path of that motherfucker. And I'm not leaving. Lord, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna ride it out. You know what I'm saying? If it was a category 4 or 5, I'd be doing this live from motherfucking Texas, Alabama somewhere. But it's a 3. When they make landfall, it's gonna be a 3 or a 2, and it's gonna, go by quickly. So I'm gonna let y'all see what it's hitting for. Hopefully a tree or some shit fly down the street and I can catch that shit on the camera. Y'all can see what it looked like to actually see a tree fly, out the ground, some shit like that. I'm just bullshit. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all coming through this motherfucker. Nah, on Joseph side, I would like to see that shit. But I appreciate y'all coming through tonight. Y'all have a good one. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Tampa Twine, Keymaker, JJ, Eddie J, Sharu. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with the Before the Storm show. When motherfucking Delta come on the show and tear some of this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I'm going to put all my shit inside. The garbage can, the car, all that's going inside. But I'm going to see some of these other white folks shit around here, or these Negro shit around here blow down the fucking street. And I'm going to go live. So y'all stay tight. Y'all be easy. And look, hold on. What came out? Is it? Ken Padmore say he flying to Bogota on him. Let me see this. Hold on. I'm about to get off here. I'm flying to Cartagena in the morning. Keymaker, you going to Cartagena, brother? Man. Damn, bro. Hey, Keymaker, get in touch with me, bro. Shit, man. I won't know about that shit, you heard me? I won't know what's up with that. Be safe. Yeah, Jamil Edwards, I'm gonna be safe as I can, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna record that shit, though. I'm gonna see some of this shit fly around this motherfucker. I won't see. All right, Keymaker, bro. You be safe out there in Cartagena, man. Remember, dog, if you don't take nothing else from this conversation, Keymaker, make sure that test has ZARs on that motherfucking, what else he said? Damn, PCR or PRC or some shit. Hold on, man. I got my test right here. Well, my last test anyway, because I got to go take another test on the 10th. Yeah. Anyway, the last test that I took to go to Dominican Republic. Yeah. Okay, here you go. It's going to have ZARS with an S. It's going to say SARS-CoV-2. All right. Yeah. And it's going to have PCR at the back of the paragraph or whatever. But it's got to have that ZARS on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm looking at my test. I took a test back in October to get into medic. I keep saying medic. Get all these fucking place. I took a test back in August, September. Yeah. I took a test in August to get in the DR. When I went back, no, September was last month. Where did I go? Anyway, I know I went 2 months in a row. I want to say it may have been July and August, and I didn't go in September. I can't remember. But any fucking way, the moral of the story is the first month that I went, I took this test and I still got my results. And that motherfucker has ZARS on it. And that's what it's got to have on yours when you go out there. So please, by all means, Keymaker, make sure you got that on your shit when you go to Cartagena tomorrow, bro. Because I don't want to hear about you flying back home, having to rebook a flight, boohooing and feeling some type of motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? And what's up? All right, Colombia is 10 to 12 bones. So 30 bones is 2 half the rate. Okay, JJ. All right. Okay. Yeah. All righty. OW, with everything going on with the testing and potential for quarantine in Colombia, do you think Brazil is a better option? Eddie J, That question is up to the person. I'm gonna be honest with you, Eddie J. I didn't see, but I'm answering this for you right now. If you have time to go to Brazil, yeah, fine, Dandy, go do it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of people have a direct flight to Brazil, all right, that you can go and you can get there. With Colombia right now, a lot of people are losing 2 days on the flight. And I'm explaining to you why I said they're losing 2 days on the flight. A lot of places, okay, they're only flying direct to Colombia from hub cities. All right. So that means in most cases, people are flying in to Fort Lauderdale, they're flying into Miami or wherever they're flying out of, and they have to stay there for a day. All right. So they lose 1 day on the trip, okay? Because they fly out the next day. Coming back, it's the same thing. So actually, if you fly back in on, let's say, the 29th, well, you're not going to have a flight out that day. Most people got a flight out the next day. So they lose 2 days. That's what they talking about when I say you might lose 2 days on the flight. So it's completely up to you. For me, I'm not going to Brazil because I don't want to take a 13-hour flight. I don't want to. I'm not going to do it. So either way it go, you're technically losing 2 days. Because if you go to Brazil from here, it's 13 going, 13 coming back. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a day right there. So you lose a day pretty much going to Brazil. If you go to Colombia, you lose 2 days. So it's just that with how the flights are set up right now, it's just taking longer to get places. I mean, look, it is what it is. But I have people in Colombia that I know. For me, I don't have those networks set up in Brazil like I do in Colombia. So for me, it's more beneficial for me to go to Colombia right now. But that's just my opinion. But is a Brazil a beautiful place? Hell to the yeah. I miss Brazil. Those was like 2 weeks, one of the better 2 weeks of my freaking life, to be honest with you. If I could do it all over again, you're fucking right. I would be in Brazil. I'd be in Lagoa right now. I'll be walking down to Ipanema Beach. I would be going to the Arcs. I'll be doing some shit out there in Brazil. But time efficient wise, especially how my job is right now, things are kind of iffy with the work and shit. They cutting hours. They looking to chop next because they ain't making no fucking money. I'm gonna go somewhere where I can get to and get my ass back. Just saying, it's just my opinion. So that's me right there. Damn. Another question. Tampa Twine, are Casas open? Yes. Yes, the Casas are open. Tampa Twine, the Casas are alive and well. They having a fire sale on pussy. Everywhere you go, it's a fire sale on pussy. It's discount, except for DR. They trying to clubber lane your motherfucking ass out there. They trying to punch their motherfucking eyes out the back of your fucking head if you let them. So yeah, everywhere else but DR, you know, it's a fire sale going on. Trust me. And I've done the research and I talked to motherfuckers. I got expats in Brazil. I got expats in Colombia that I know well. I've been talking to both of them. And the current exchange rate, along with the desperation prices and pussy, and it just it's a good place to be. And deeper than that, if you don't even want to buy no pussy right now, the ladies are just out there, you know. So you can actually, if you know the language and whatnot, you can just be extra nice and might find you an extra good girl. Handle your business, you know. Not all the time you go to these places, you got to pay for the snatch. But it's good to have that option. Because if you get tired of trying to talk a motherfucker out the drawers, you got limited time, you got to spare in your back pocket. You can go walk to any corner around that bitch and buy you some pussy for $30, $40. What the fuck? So just putting it out there, you do have that option. I call it the nuclear option. Bitch, you don't want to fuck? I know somebody that will. Immediately. You know what I'm saying? When you get tired of playing hard to get, I'll get back at you. But for right now, you go ahead on and hold that down. I'm good. You go ahead and play hard to get with the snatch. You know what I'm saying? But this bitch on the corner look way better than you. This bitch online look way better than you or anybody else in your family. She looking real good and she ain't asking for much. All she wants is a steak dinner. And I am willing to oblige. Just saying. All right, bro. I could have been off this motherfucker 19, 20 minutes ago, yeah. But I appreciate the oh shit, my brother. P Dizzle. Brian Porter in the building. Greetings from Japan. Fellas, don't come here. It's terrible. With that being said, I'll be here 2.5 years. Well, goddamn, Brian Bourne. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to hell. You over there for 2.5 years is terrible. You know what I'm saying? See? Negro like you. That's what I'm talking about. See, when you tell me don't come somewhere, now I'm going to start researching tickets to Japan. But that's a lie because you already told me before that shit costs an arm and a leg over there. But anyway, people like him, you know what I'm saying? They say he is terrible. I won't go see what's so bad about it. How you gonna go post up somewhere for 5 years, 2.5 years, you know? And it's terrible? Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I tell you what then, I'll make a deal with you, Brian. I promise you I won't go to Japan, but next month I'm going to Bogota. That's right. I'm going to Bogota. Uh-huh. Yep. I'm going hunt your mange. That's right. That's right. Brian Bourne visited Japan when I lived in Asia. Had fun. What don't you like about it? Anti-gravity 74. You really have to listen to the underlying sarcasm in that statement. You know what I'm saying? You'll catch up to it, but maybe not tonight, but you'll catch up to it. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? See, I know Brian, and I know why he's saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? See, he like to hoard all the good pussy, all the slopes to himself. You know what I'm saying? And keep us thirsty Negroes at bay so we don't come fuck up his paradise. That's why he says it's terrible over there. But that's just the reason why I'm going to Bogota, Brian. That's right. I'm gonna take a picture when I get there. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna be smiling. I'm gonna show all my goals. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I'm on my way. No, not my mains. That it fair game, dog. Hey, bro, you can't have. Say, bro, you can't have a pigeonhole on both sides of the fucking planet, B. Dot. I mean, come on, bro. You got a lock over there in Japan. You know what I'm saying? And you still won't have a lock in Bogota, bro. You gotta let somebody go, bro. You can't have it all, man. You know they in good hands with me. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's gonna be all right. I got you, Playboy. Yep, yep, yeah. There you go. You see what he say right there, huh? That's right. Like 110%. But anyway, I'm about to bail out of here, fellas. It was real nice talking to y'all. I went over a little extra. Um, I just like talking to y'all, bro. That's one thing about travelers, bro. Travelers are an interesting group of people, man. They have a sense of humor. They're high on life. They enjoy life. They ain't walking around here with their head down all the time, looking to mean mug. And well, I take that back because they got some Negroes over there. Let me not put them on blast because I don't want them YouTubers come and say, "Oh, you talking about niggas in the DR, man? Fuck you, old red ass nigga." I don't want to hear all that shit. Let's just say, for the most part, the travelers in this room that are in my circle were kind-hearted. They have good personality. They some upbeat people, you know, well-to-do brothers. You can tell they came from a good household, or they were just raised by some good people, just had some good circumstances in life. And I love talking to y'all. That's how I end up going over. I should have been on here an hour. Now it's going on an hour and 30 minutes, but it's okay. Y'all talk to me. I talk to y'all. It's great. And hopefully some of this information y'all found valuable tonight and as well entertaining. I try my best to be entertaining, but I'm just being my natural self. If anybody in here ever met me before, they'll tell you the same person that how I sound right now. This is how I sound in person as well. It's not a show. I just be myself. That's all I can do. But this is OW coming at y'all tonight live again, another show. And from Johnny LA, wherever he at, he doing God's work right now. I already told you he knee deep with some prime tail. OW, I'm out here in Louisiana. Ground zero for Hurricane motherfucking Delta. And I'm gonna come back at y'all live tomorrow. And we're gonna watch some trees and some tires and some house pets fly down the motherfucking street when these tornadoes come around this motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna watch that shit. But hey, shout out to all the travel groups. What's the ones? WTU, 35 and up. Fucking travel life. What they call that shit? Hey, look, I'm in so many travel groups. Zeke travel group. Shout out to Zeke the Freak. All the travel groups I'm in, all the information I get from y'all, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all back tomorrow. Peace.